So if I told you there's an app that got 100 million users in just 5 days, you'd say that was a pretty big deal, right? And you should probably be on there if you're the right kind of company or professional. Now, the app that I'm talking about is, of course, Threads, and it was launched by Meta, by the same team behind Instagram, roughly about 3 years ago now. And it achieved 100 million users in just 5 days when it launched, which is incredible. For context, it took Instagram 2.5 years to get the same number of users, 100 million. And, you know, as things stand nowadays, it has over 500 million users. They just recently hit that landmark, literally in the last couple of months. So you're talking about a platform now that has over 500,000 users. So with such huge growth and such a massive audience, the obvious question is who should be on there? And the answer really is any individual who's really passionate about the product or the service or the company that they work for, and who is not afraid to share those opinions. It really is all about getting stuck in and offering up opinions, thought leadership, even if it's a bit contentious and controversial. That's what it's all about on the platform. It helps if your audience is primarily under 45. It tends to attract a younger demographic at the moment. And it also helps if you have an existing Instagram audience. Obviously, it's a Meta stroke Instagram platform, so there's kind of cross-pollination. So if you've got a younger demographic and you have a good Instagram following and audience already, then you really should be on Threads if you're not at the moment. Now, finally, I thought I'd give you my top 3 tips for using the Threads platform. So number 1 is really what I just said. Just to reiterate, it's probably the most important tip. The advice that I can give you is it's all about opinions, not really sort of status updates on what's happening in your company. So, you know, whatever you're thinking, whatever's troubling you, whatever's on your mind, it's all about what do you think. So don't be afraid to voice your opinion. As I say, if it's a bit controversial or contentious, it's going to ruffle a few feathers, then great, get stuck in. That's what Threads is all about. Get in there and let everyone know exactly what you think about what's going on in your industry. So second tip would be to reply more than you post, certainly to start with for the first few weeks. So spend 10-15 minutes a day going in, looking for other people who are offering up interesting, controversial, thought-provoking opinions in your industry, your sector, your niche, and replying and engaging with them. So it's a little bit like LinkedIn in this respect. At the moment with the algorithm, it likes to see you kind of getting stuck in and actually replying and commenting and engaging with other people's posts rather than just sort of going on there and kind of selfishly, I guess, just posting your own stuff. Actually look for other interesting opinions and reply to other people's comments and engage with them. So that's tip number 2, which should help you to kind of get a little bit of traction and feed the algorithm on Threads. And then final tip,